Today we're crocheting a super quick and super easy beanie. This is one of the very first projects that I've ever made, so this is definitely great for absolute beginners or as a quick project for winter. My beanie is about 26 centimeters wide by 19 centimeters long. And for reference, my head measures about 53 centimeters, but you can adjust your beanie and I'll let you know how in this tutorial. You can find the free written pattern at vivcrochets.com or at the link in the description box below. Now let's get into the materials. For this project, I'm using about 100 grams of super bulky weight yarn. And the yarn I'm using is Wool Ease Thick and Quick in the color Fisherman. And you can use any yarn you want, just make sure to measure. And the thicker the yarn, the faster it will be to make. And I'll also be using an 8mm crochet hook. And you'll also need a jumbo yarn needle, and if you don't have one, then we can just use a smaller crochet hook. So I'm just using a 6mm crochet hook, and finally some scissors. To start off, we're going to make a magic ring. So place the yarn over your hand with the tail end at the bottom, grab it with your thumb, and make sure you have a good length under your thumb. I'll leave about 5 inches. Then we're going to grab the top and wrap it behind and then in front of our 2 fingers to form an X. And you can hold it with your pinky. Then with our hook, we're going to go under one side of the X and then over and grab the other side and pull through. And using your right hand, we're going to grab the entire ring and pull it off of our fingers. And make sure that the tail doesn't come through the ring. Now we have our magic ring and we're going to start on round 1. And to start every new round, we're going to chain 2 and to chain, yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. And there's our first chain. Again, yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. So here are our 2 chains. And next we're going to do a double crochet into this ring. So to do a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, pull up a loop, and now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. And there's our first double crochet. And again, to do a double crochet, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the ring, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And we're going to continue doing double crochets into our ring until we have a total of 10 double crochets. Once you have a total of 10 double crochets into your ring, we can grab this tail and tighten it all the way until it closes up the hole. So grab your tail and grab your last few stitches and pull. And now the ring should be fully closed. Now to finish off every round, we're going to do a slip stitch into the first stitch we made in the round. So over here, we're going to separate our chain 2 from our first stitch. So you can see here is our chain 2 that we made, and then just to the left of it is our first double crochet. And at the top of that stitch, you can see a sort of sideways V. We're going to go under that V and pull up a loop. And then we'll pull through the loop on our hook. And then we're going to tighten our slip stitch. And there is our first round. Now we can start on round 2, and like I said earlier, we're going to start every new round by chaining 2. And for this round, we're going to be doing an increase into every single stitch. And an increase is 2 stitches into 1 stitch. The first stitch of every round is going to be that same stitch that we slip stitched to. So this V, we're going to yarn over and go back under that V. And then we'll pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So there's 1 double crochet into that stitch, and we're going to do a second one into that same stitch. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook back under that V, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now you can see there are 2 stitches going into that 1 stitch. Again, that is called an increase. So now let's move on to the next stitch. This next V here, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook under that V, and complete our double crochet. So there's our first double crochet, and we'll do a second one into that same stitch. So yarn over, go back under that same V, and do a double crochet. So now we've completed our increase into this stitch, and we're going to continue working around doing an increase into each stitch. So I've gone all the way around doing an increase into every stitch, and now we should have a total of 20 stitches. Now at the end of every round, again, we're going to do a slip stitch into the first stitch of the round. So again, we're going to separate this part here, and you can clearly see our 2 chains and then our first double crochet. And at the top there's the V, so we're going to go under that V, pull up a loop, and pull through the loop on our hook. And always remember to tighten your slip stitch. And here is our second round. Now we can move on to round 3, and again we're going to start by chaining 2. And for this round, we're going to do an increase into every second stitch. So that means that the first stitch is going to have only 1 double crochet. So again, our first stitch is that same stitch we slip stitch 2. So let's yarn over and do a double crochet into that first stitch. And we're only doing 1 double crochet into that first stitch, but in the second stitch, we're going to be doing 2 double crochets. So let's do a double crochet into the next stitch. So there's 1, and we're going to yarn over and go back into that same stitch and do a second double crochet. So there is our increase in the second stitch. So the pattern goes 1 double crochet in the first stitch and 2 double crochets in the second stitch. And this is the pattern we're going to repeat all the way around. So let's move on to the next stitch, and we're only doing 1 double crochet into this stitch. Then we're going to move on to the next stitch and do 2 double crochets into this next stitch. And now we're going to continue working this pattern all the way around, doing 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and so on. And as long as you follow the pattern correctly, the final stitch of every round should always end up having an increase. And now you should have a total of 30 stitches in your round, and we're going to end the round with a slip stitch. And here is round 3. And for round 4, we're going to start by chaining 2. And for this round, we're going to do an increase into every 3rd stitch. So the first stitch will only have 1 double crochet, and then the second will have 1 double crochet, and the third is going to have 2 double crochets. So an increase in the 3rd stitch. And this is the pattern we're going to be repeating all the way around, doing 1 double crochet, then 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets. And at the end of round 4, we're going to do a slip stitch, and we should have a total of 40 stitches. Now we're going to measure the diameter of our circle, and we're going to start it from the inside of our stitches, not the outside, and then across the center to the inside of the other side. And it measures about 15.5 centimeters. And you can multiply that length by 3.14 to get the circumference, and you want the circumference to be a little bit smaller than the size of your head. The circumference of the circle is about 49 centimeters, and the circumference of my head is about 53 centimeters, so this is a good place to stop increasing. If you want to make a larger size, you'll need to add more rounds. The next round you'll increase in every 4th stitch, and then the next you'll increase every 5th, and so on until the circumference is slightly smaller than the circumference of your head. And if, for example, 5 rounds is too small and 6 rounds is too big, you can do half the increases for the 6th round. And once we have a good size for a beanie, we can work on increasing the length. So for our next round, we're going to start by chaining 2, and then we're going to do just 1 double crochet into each stitch around. So we're not doing any more increases. And at the end, we'll slip stitch to the first stitch of the round. And after your first round with no increases, it should curl like this. And I'm just going to fold it back so it curls back instead of forward, so it's a little easier to work with. And you can see the beanie is getting longer instead of bigger. So we're going to continue adding rounds with no increases to make it longer. So again, the round goes chain 2, do 1 double crochet into each stitch around, and then slip stitch. And we're going to stop when we get the length of the beanie we want, and you can try it on as you go. So here I've just finished my 10th round, and now it's about 19 centimeters long. And now we can fasten off, and first I'll show you the typical way, and then I'll show you a slightly better way. So after our slip stitch, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to cut about 5 inches of yarn. And then you would typically pull through with your hook, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to remove our hook, and we're going to undo our chain and our slip stitch. We'll insert our hook back in and pull through with our hook. And then we're going to take our hook and go into the first stitch of the last round we did. And we'll grab this tail, loop it onto our hook, and pull it through. And then we're going to go to the last stitch of the round, and instead of going under the entire stitch, we're only going to go under that front loop. Then we're going to take our tail, loop it onto our hook, and pull it through. And then we're going to tighten it. And now it looks like a stitch, and the brim of your beanie is smooth. Next, we're going to tie a knot so this doesn't come loose. So we're going to use our smaller hook or our jumbo yarn needle to pull this tail to the inside of the beanie. Then from the inside, we're going to tie a knot by using our smaller hook and going under a loop next to where the tail is coming out. And then we're going to loop the tail onto our hook and pull it through, but not all the way. We're going to leave a loop. And we're going to take the tail and pull it through the loop to tie a knot. And if you want, you can repeat it for a double knot. And now your brim should look seamless with no bump from the knot. Next, I'll show you how to weave in our loose ends. And let's start with this one on the inside, so let's turn it inside out. And first, we're going to make sure that we completely close the hole at the top by tightening the tail. And once it's tightened, we're going to tie a knot just like we did earlier. Again, we're going to use our hook and go under a loop next to where the tail is coming out of. And then we're going to take the tail, loop it onto our hook, and pull it through, but not all the way. We're going to leave a loop. Then we'll pull the tail through the loop and pull it tight. Now we're going to hide this loose end by weaving it under the loops of our stitches. So with our hook, let's go under a loop next to where the tail is coming out. We'll loop the tail onto our hook and pull it all the way through. Now let's repeat that. So with our hook, we'll go under a couple of loops. Loop the tail onto our hook and pull through. So now that tail is going under those loops. And again, we'll go under a few loops with our hook, coming out next to our tail. Loop the tail onto our hook and pull it through. And we're going to continue this process until we've hidden the entire loose end. And you can trim off whatever you have left at the end. And the loose end at the top of our beanie is hidden. Now we just need to hide this other loose end the same way and our beanie is finished. And that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And a quick shout out to my channel members. Thank you to Fun, Jean, Amarachi, Yati, Shelly, Eilish, Fina, Laura, Taylor, Thelma, Sharon, Casey, Allison, Nadine, and Joy. You can become a member of this channel and have these little yarn ball badges next to your name whenever you comment, and other perks such as member shoutouts, early access to new videos, discount codes for my Etsy, help with any of my patterns, and connecting on social media. Thank you again to all my channel members, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.